Okay, so here we are for part 2, where the suspension system has been set up. Again, showcasing just how neatly the Tactical Tailor MALICE frame just allows the shoulder harness, the Molle shoulder harness for the Hellcat mod, how it allows the straps to just fit in at just the right height, and therefore the padding to sit at the right height. Again, with the straps for the load lifters right here hooked onto the frame at the top, and how the frame just fits perfectly the webbing from the LBT 1749B. I mean, there's some people who would probably loop it through here. Let me zoom out. Through this eyelet right here, through the MALICE frame. However, it doesn't really work on this pack. I figured, I mean, the webbing is straight, coming straight across, and it just doesn't help me cinch down the pack really tightly, as you can see here. I mean, this is cinched all the way, and I could just cinch it even more, whereas running it through this little eyelet, I guess it's a matter of preference for the straps that then attach to the shoulder pads. But yeah, I mean, here's finally the Hellcat mod with the Molle 2 system, suspension system, the Tactical Tailor MALICE frame, and the London Bridge Trading 1749B pack. This again complemented with a MSS carrier, which, oh, I forget to mention, I looped, as you can see, through the frame. I don't know if you can see that all the way in there, through the frame, back through the MSS carrier, and clipped on to the front right here. So yeah, I mean, this setup is pretty badass, I have to say, and all of this was spurred by the fact that the MSS carrier is getting quite rare to find these days. I mean, this thing is a pretty sought-after item in the bushcraft and die-hard Auspac lover community, because they add that to their rucks. But I mean, with the woodland camo, you couldn't tell the difference. I mean, this is made for this pack right here. And all I need now is a handle that I want to make out of some excess webbing that I have. And again, gonna have to go to the tailors and see what they can do about my request. I'm planning to have those carry handles on the sides as well, directly hooked onto the frame, because I mean, you could just grab the frame, but sometimes I just want to lift it by the handle, especially here. I mean, this is the last mod that really needs doing, and it's just getting a handle, a nice grab handle that I can move this around with. But yeah, I mean, here it is, the logo. This is a great pack, old generation, by the way. I mean, Winter's Camp, I think, did a review on this pack, and I mean, I'll link his review. There's no point in me doing a review. I'm more of a how to set up the packs kind of guy. So yeah, I'll link that description down below. So especially because he mentioned the Hellcat mod. So here it is. for that particular model. However, see, just one thing to mention is that this is an old generation LBT pack, because if you followed my channel with the other project, I mean, look at this. It already has a storm flap, a very generous storm flap at that. So I really don't know why they would have left that little detail out in newer models and just stuck with the outer cinch cord, which doesn't really cinch all that much, to be honest. A pack is not a pack without a storm flap, especially not one of this size. But yeah, I mean, as far as pimping this pack out, I think the last mod, or the last edition, should I say, that that it requires is having that butt pack slipped right through here, in between where the frame rests upon the pack and the hip belt, because I failed to mention in the previous video, the hip belt tends to sink a little bit. It doesn't matter what, even if I use a standard GI Alice frame, I mean, unfortunately it's just, you can cinch that thing down as hard as you want. Eventually, with use, it will always sink in a little bit. And what I found was really annoying is that the Tailor frame kind of follows this straight edge right there. I mean, that's how the frame ends. And even though the padding is very generous on the Molle 2 hip belt, it still kind of digs into your sides. So unless I have a butt pack or something with various stuff, various things stuffed inside it. Could be anything from a shamag, a boonie hat, pair of gloves, just, a tarp, anything of that nature. And that should help the whole pack, or rather the whole hip belt, stay in place without these side rods kind of digging into my hips, and just me slowly kind of unloosening the hip belt. So yeah, I mean, this is the pack at its final glory, without the waist, without the butt pack stuffed in here. But I mean, the Hellcat mod, that this frame, which I wanted to stress upon, is just amazing, because as you can see, it just holds the strapping just underneath where the shoulder, the back pad is on the LBT pack. Frame rod to keep it in place, strapping yet again, padding, shoulder pads, load lifters that attach directly on the frame, and voila, you have a super padded pack. So thank you again for watching the second part of this video. I'm hoping you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next project. Over and out. I hope to pause this at some point, but yeah. Thank you. Signing out.